Cat Williams was right, y'all. Hey, keep paying attention. They're going to keep trying to distract us with a lot of other stuff that's going on, but I'm glad that video of P. Diddy came out. Because now he's trying to play the sympathy role and act like he's really sorry for what he did. And act like he's been getting help in the aftermath of that. No. Which is a lie. I mean, he must think people really have short memories, or like we forget what you say and what you do. This is the same guy that denied all of the accusations against him. And then all of a sudden, when this video comes out, you say, oh, I feel horrible about that. I still can't believe I did that. Really? Cassie's not the only story we've heard about when it comes to Mr. Diddy putting his hands on another woman. Kim Porter. You know, we need justice for Kim Porter because she was abused quite a bit. And Kim Porter and Cassie weren't the only two people that Diddy abused. But this guy want to come out and make excuses now. I want to say, oh, I went to rehab and I got help, therapy. No, you didn't, dog. You could just look a man in his eyes. Like, you could still see that resistance deep down inside of him. Like, he really ain't sorry for what he did. He's just sorry that he got caught. He's mad that he got caught. And he's being fully exposed now to where national news and media is covering this and showing this, resharing it, posting it. So why didn't you come out then? You know, this is how you can easily expose someone who's lying. If he was really sorry about that, he would have already admitted all that before Cassie even filed a lawsuit, before she even got the civil courts or criminal courts involved. Or just the police involved in general. It's a disgrace. It's very disgraceful, and it's sickening to know that there was someone, whether it was security management or the ownership of that hotel, that had that footage, that knew what Diddy did, but because he has so much money, or if he has enough money to pay people hush money, they didn't say nothing. They stayed in their lane, I guess. But now that hotel don't look that great. They look real bad now. Now people have to question, like, what else goes on up in there? If they allow this, is there sex trafficking going on up in there? Like, now you got to start really questioning who really comes through there and what comes in and out of that hotel. But Diddy's only apologizing and acting like he's sorry for what he did because he's being exposed. They're really dragging him. Like, look at this dude. Like, look how his features have changed from, like, when he first came on the scene, as a young, weird, goofy, fruit booty Diddy to this monster fruit booty Diddy. Diddy needs to be right in a cell with R. Kelly. I'm sorry. Actually, sorry, not sorry. Diddy and R. Kelly need to be in the same cell. Facts. Because they're both monsters in their own way. We should not be supporting pedophilia. Just like we should not be supporting domestic violence and sex trafficking or men abusing women. So I don't know what type of time y'all on, but I've never been on that type of time. I've never been in support of anybody. I don't care who you are. I done heard some people say the most craziest stuff, and that's how I know brainwashing is complete. Mind control is at an all-time high, and it's very successful, especially with people that look like myself. I was talking about R. Kelly one time, when in the heat of him getting locked up, and I was making a point about how the biggest problem has been people were still supporting him after that sex tape came out of him sleeping with that minor or peeing on that minor and having sex with that girl. And this was what, in the early 2000s when we saw that tape. But then when I mentioned how a lot of, especially women, because they be selling out his concerts, throwing their panties and clothes on the stage because they love R. Kelly love songs. You know, there's some stupid husbands out there too who are like, yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, I like R. Kelly songs too, baby. Let's just do it. Yeah. But they've been helping pay his lawyer fees quite a bit until enough was enough, and all the walls started closing in on him. But this dude, one guy I was talking to, he was saying, man, I don't care about what you talk about. He got some of the best hits I've ever heard in my life. What? The record broke immediately. I said, what you mean? I don't give a damn what hits he got. The nigga's a pedophile. Why are you defending this nigga? Why are you ignoring that? But this is how people are in society now. This is how it's gotten. Where people will accept, if they like you, they will accept you for no matter what you do. You could be a kidnapper, you could be a serial killer. And if they take a liking to you, or if you have something, if you bring something to the table that they like, they will defend you. Or they won't judge you. And those same goofies will be like, hey, man, what you mean? Only God can judge us. Yeah, them the same ignorant fools who support this type of nonsense. Because we judge character and behavior on this earth. But, you know, y'all gonna learn. You know, it's gonna be a lot more stuff happening. There's gonna be a lot more people getting exposed. And Diddy better be careful, because they're gonna Epstein that boy, allegedly. If he ain't careful, he gonna go out just like Epstein. You know, might be a hotel room. Might find him in a hotel room somewhere. But that's why you got to be a leader, not a follower. Stop following people. Live in your own light. Walk your own path. And don't fall for these tricks, because tricks are for what? Kids. And kids should not be tricked, but tricks are for kids. You know, when you're a kid, you play pranks and you play these little games and giddy, key stuff. But when you get to at a certain age, you got to start wising up. You're going to have to start changing it up, your approach to life. Because you got to lead by example now. You got children who watch every single thing we do. Whether you're their parent, cousin, uncle, or someone who is well known in the industry. So you got to be careful. And we've watched what R. Kelly has done. We've watched what Diddy has done all of this time. But just because he's part of hip hop and the black community, we support him. I don't, but as a community, we do. And that is the biggest problem. We be on code for the wrong stuff. But then we will turn our backs on doing something that we should do, which is good. Stand up. Even if it's draining our own swamp, cleaning up our own communities. Let them other people, let everybody else worry about their own problems. You know, we so worried, you know, and as a community, we be so worried about what other people are doing. Like, well, why are we not worried about what we're doing, what progress we're making? And that's the problem. So we need to mind our business, but at the same time, we need to, if you really care about, you know, our people and our rich history on this planet, you would try to make a change and you would try to correct something that's wrong. And you wouldn't be in support of someone that looks like you or who is a representative of you being out here living life like a savage. You know, that shouldn't be in our character. That shouldn't be our way of life. You know, being a sex trafficker, a pedophile, a woman beater, you know, someone who manipulates and controls people for money, fame, and, you know, power. That's not our purpose. If that's your goal, good luck. You gonna learn. But Diddy he's only coming out now and making these confessions and stuff now after he already denied that he didn't do it. But now that is receipts out there in a video live in 4K. Now he want to backtrack and say, oh, no, you know, I regret that. And, you know, I still feel bad about that. No, you don't. Because you said nothing. You was throwing all of these Hollywood parties with all these celebrities and entertainers. Like you just the greatest man. Like you just the most influential man in America. Mr. Vote or Die. But when there's these accusations come out, oh, you want people to feel sorry for you? Nigga, please.